This is the dual model CV31 amplifier. As you know, I got it at a recycling place, and well, I told you that the wooden case is really scratched. As you can see, it looks a lot better now because I used such a stuff that you put onto furniture to make it look nice and clean and shiny again. I put that onto the wooden case, and as you can see, it looks pretty good now. I also cleaned the inside, and well, I cleaned the faceplate. Unfortunately, the knobs are, well, as you can see, the silver color is gone. I can't restore it, but I restored the color of the little dual sign here because it was rubbed off. And well, now I have it hooked up to my Sankyo STD 2000 cassette deck and these small Telefunken model RS9 speakers. And well, first let's take a look onto the features. We have the power switch here and this red light here. It's not an LED, it's a normal light. Then the quadro effect, balance, treble, bass, then volume. It's a combination, it's volume and the loudness. If you can pull it out. In this position, loudness is switched on. Pull it out, it's on linear, but in the linear position it sounds horrible. Then stereo mono switch, and finally this input selector for phonomagnetic, phonoceramic, which basically it's a aux input, tuner, and tape. It doesn't have a tape monitor, and well, it's not really powerful. As you can see, I have the volume in the middle to get a nice volume out of here. It's really not very powerful. And also the sound is not the best, but maybe there are some bad capacitors. And it sounds best if you put all the tone controls into the maximum position. And anyway, let's play a song. This song was not recorded on this deck, but well, it's tape, and well, let's play it back. Quadro effect circuit has no influence onto the stereo playback.
shit.
let's try out how good the filter capacitors are. As you can hear, filter capacitors are still good in the power amplifier, but not in the preamplifier, so it cuts off the sound and you can just hear the bass a little bit. This is the inside of the dual amplifier, and it's all very simple in here. I can explain how it works. Here we have the input jacks. Now we have, by the way, an output jack for Quadro. It just says Quadro, and I think this is an output for a separate amplifier for the rear channels if you have a real quadraphonic record player hooked up. And well, there are the inputs, and this is the phono input jack. It is hooked up separately, and it goes right here to this circuit board, the phono preamplifier. Here is the selector switch. All the other sources are hooked up to that. Here we have the preamplifier, and there it is connected to the main amplifier. This circuit board also contains the power supply. Here we have a big black rectifier bridge, such a all-in-one thing. Here we have the heat sinks for the power transistors. The heat sinks are not very big. They are also not hooked up to the bottom part, so, well, that's all. And they don't get that hot because they put all these wires below there, and the wires are not melted or something, so it doesn't get hot. And there, finally, we have the speaker output, and it goes to this circuit board right here. This is the circuit board with the resistors for the Quadro effect. And here are the speaker outputs, finally. And here we have the transformer, and that also tells that the amplifier is not very powerful because it's a pretty small transformer. And this circuit board is for the voltage selection. You can have this wire, and you can solder it either to the 220, 240, to the 150, or the 110, 130 volts position, and also according to where you put the fuse in. That is your selection. Now it is right now on 220 volts, and I think I will put it into the 240 volts position. Here we have the power switch down there, and this is something really amazing. Back in these days, an LED was so expensive that they used a light bulb with such a thing to hold it instead of a simple little LED, you know. And I mean, the effect is the same. You have only this little thing here looks like an LED. So that's this nice early 70s dual CV31 amplifier. And well, I hope you enjoyed this video.